Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a video about makeup, skincare, hair care tips for brown girls like myself. I think it's important to share because growing up in an international school and in Hong Kong and in India, it was really hard for me to get tips from Indian people because in India, beauty is a little frowned upon, like putting too much makeup on or just caring too much about what you look like in general is pretty frowned upon. And then in Hong Kong, obviously, the majority of people are Southeast Asian, so I didn't have that many brown people to ask for beauty tips. And then lastly, when I was in America, a lot of my friends were blonde or had light brown hair, so some things would work for them and other things would work for me. I'm really excited to show all of you guys this stuff. I hope this helps someone. I hope one of the many products I'm going to show you today you go and pick up, and let's get started. So I'm going to divide this video into 3 different parts. The first I'm going to do hair care, and then I'm going to do makeup, and then I'm going to do skincare. First things first, I think this is probably the most life-changing thing I discovered as someone with dark hair. Brunette dry shampoo. This is just Boots brand. Literally any dry shampoo that's for brunettes will save you. Because when I kept seeing influencers on the internet talking about dry shampoo, I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. Like, it gives you so much volume, like you don't have to wash your hair for another day. It's a great product. But when I actually went and tried so many different dry shampoos, I had so many like white remainders. It looked like dandruff. It was not cute at all. So when I randomly went into CVS one day, I saw there was a brunette one and I tried it. And it literally sprays out brown. So even when you shake it in, you don't have to shake too much so you're messing with your scalp because it's already brown, and it'll give you volume. It's great. Guys, you need this. Another pro is I have like maybe 3 gray hairs, 3 or 4, and this also hides the gray roots, which is great. This is definitely a holy grail. Okay, next. This is the Color Wow Extra Mystical Shine Spray. It is so great. I love it because I always see influencers putting oil in their hair after heat treatment or after just blow drying their hair. And on my hair, I don't know why, when I put oil after, it just looks oily. Even like I'll put it just at the ends, that's fine. But like I also want shine like on the upper part of my hair, you know? I don't want it to just like be a little bit down here. And also I find that the oil kind of ruins the curls or like ruins the blow dry. It's just a very lightweight formula that gives you the same shine that oil does. I used it today. My hair is pretty shiny. I'm really happy with it. I think it can really help if you have colored hair and it's a little damaged and you want the color to pop out more. I think this spray really helps. The next thing is this K18 leave-in molecular repair hair mask. This is kind of a heavy duty product. You're not supposed to use it every wash. I think you're only supposed to use it every 2 to 3 weeks. It is basically a repair mask, so it undoes damage, and I've seen firsthand like the work that this can do. For example, I've been to hair salons in India, and this is very famous in India because it's great for Indian hair. So I've been to hair salons in India where I will get a normal blow dry, and then I've been to salons in India where I'll get a specific K18 blow dry. And the K18 blow dry lasts so much longer. It makes my hair so soft and lightweight. And that's pretty rare for me because I have so much hair, so it's hard for my hair to feel lightweight. And one thing I learned from my hairstylist who gave me the K18 blow dry is kind of you can be generous with this product, especially if you have Indian hair because it's so strong. Like you're only supposed to use 1 pump, but honestly I use like 4 or 5, so don't worry too much about it. And since a hairstylist told me that, it's okay. the last thing I want to show you is this. It's kind of like a mascara, but like to cover up your roots. It's really nice. This is good if you don't have like that many gray hair like me. Like I only have 4 or 5. So just covering like a little bit is really nice. Obviously, I think this would be a little hard if you have a lot of gray hair. You can find this anywhere, CVS. I got this at Manning's in Hong Kong. The brand is Salon de Pro. I would recommend getting maybe a dark brown if you have like black hair like me, just so it's not like so black on your hair. Okay, now I'm gonna do makeup. My first tip for brown girls doing makeup is to have multiple foundations. I have a Charlotte Tilbury one, a CoverGirl one, and a Fenty Beauty one. As you can see, they're all pretty different colors, and I think you guys should have foundations in multiple colors, because if you're like me and you tan really easily, even just 1 week, like me, 1 week in Bangkok, I'm already like a little darker, and I'm reaching for the darker foundation now. So if your skin changes color very easily, I think it's important to have multiple foundations. And I feel like, honestly, the beauty industry doesn't have that many good colors for Indian skin tones. I feel like they're very catered towards like white women, and they're starting to include black women now. But I haven't really found a shade that's like great for my skin tone. So I find that like mixing a bunch of shades is really nice. Like for example, this one is a little reddish undertone, which I like doing around my eyes and on the top of my cheeks. And then this one is more of a olive skin tone, which I like to do for like the rest of my face. And then this one is more of like a peachy undertone, which I like to mix with one of these two. And then my second tip is to layer your concealers. What does this mean? It means, I would say, first go in with a light concealer. This is what you'll see a lot of influencers do. But then you're gonna wanna go in with a little darker concealer. I find that this not only gives you more coverage, but really helps you conceal those under eyes, because it's kind of like when you're painting. If you're painting on a white canvas, the color is gonna show more, but if you're painting on a brown canvas, then the color is not gonna show as much. So it's kind of like creating a little lighter canvas to put on your real skin tone on after. The two concealers I use are this Tarte Shape Tape Creamy Concealer. I find that this is not too heavy, so it's good to use as like that light canvas. And then the second one I use is this Glossier Stretch Concealer. I think this is probably my favorite concealer. I wish I had it in more shades. This is a good, heavy-duty, not cakey concealer. It kind of has like a clay texture. I think that's why it's so good for covering up, because it just glides on your skin and is quite opaque. So, but then like blends really well. So I think this is a really good concealer if you have pretty bad under eyes like myself. Okay, next, let's talk mascara. Girls, we already have such beautiful lashes. All you need to do is curl them and then add a medium to light mascara on top. I think you really only need light to medium. Light for every day, and I use the roller lash, and then medium for going out. I use their Real. Okay, next I'm gonna talk about kajal, as you can call it, or you can also call it crayon eyeliner. Is that what people call it? It looks like this. It's like to put in the waterline. I think every brown girl needs this, and I think everyone should get it in kind of a dark brown color. I'm wearing it right now. You can see it's not as harsh as a black one would be. It doesn't take the attention away from my eyes or away from the rest of the makeup on my face. This one is the Makeup Forever Aqua Resist color pencil in the color Ebony. This one is 24-hour waterproof, and I think it's really great. I really appreciate it when something has a crayon and not like a pencil that you need to sharpen, and I always lose my sharpeners. So the hack that I found that helps with brown girls is to kind of only put the lip balm, the lipstick, or anything on the top lip first, and then a little bit like whatever's residue on the bottom. So like today, for example, I pretty much only lined the top and then put like this lip tint, the Flora tint, on the top, and then transferred a little bit to the bottom. This really is a good hack for two-tone lips, so you can help each lip match to each other without using too much product. Also, I just want to say a warning, these colors probably aren't the best for our skin tone. I bought these two and I kind of regret these. This is the Huda Beauty Faux Filler, and this is the Makeup by Mario lipstick. I thought peach tones would look good on me, but I don't think that they do. I don't think a majority peach tone looks good on olive skin. I think it just like doesn't make the like yellowness and greenness undertones look good. I would recommend something a little more along the lines of this. This is kind of a dusty rose. This one is from Glossier. It's in the color Cake. This is probably my favorite go-to lip product. And then the Kosas Wet Lip Oil I think is really good. So you see how these two colors are a little more different from these two. I really like this Glossier one that I just showed you guys because it is a lipstick, but it's quite sheer. I also feel like brown girls shouldn't put too much lip product on because our lips are already dark. So I don't think we need that much lip product, and I feel like our lips are also quite big already. Okay, next I'm gonna talk about bronzer. One tip that I have is that you definitely should invest in a bronzer rather than a contour. I find that contour is unnecessary for me because I already have some hyperpigmentation, and I think a lot of brown girls do. And I already have kind of an angled look. So I don't think that brown girls really need contour that much because we already have hyperpigmentation. I think just adding a bronzer on top of the hyperpigmentation after you put on concealer and foundation will help to brighten up your skin rather than make it even more dull. Oh, and also if you guys don't know the difference between contour and bronzer, contour is more cool toned, so it really adds those shadows in your face, and then bronzer is a little more warm toned, so it will add more brightness and freshness to your face. Okay, next I'm gonna talk highlighter. I think it's really important for brown girls to get a gold highlighter because I think it complements the olive skin tone, whereas I think going a little too pink or going a little too, you know, those white ones will kind of not enhance your beauty and just make it look unnatural. So for example, I bought this one from Fenty Beauty, but I think it doesn't compliment me that much. It just looks really obvious, like there are sparkles on my face rather than like a glow from within. On the other hand, I think that this one from Rare Beauty is really good. It's a good golden tone. It matches my skin color really well. I have it on today, and I like to put it on my nose as well. Okay, next we're gonna talk about brows. It's really not necessary for you to put so much brow gel, brow pencil on. I think our brows are already very naturally in place. If you are going to put some eyebrow pencil on, use a very thin one. Like for example, the one from Benefit, I think it's called Goof Boof brow pencil. That one's a little too thick, I think, for Indian eyebrows when you don't need to do too much. I think something like the Anastasia Beverly Hills one is really great because look at how thin this is. It's tiny. Just doing hair-like strokes, only, not on the whole brow, only on places where you need it. So for example, today I put it only at the top of my arch, not even the bottom of my arch, not even the side of my arch. I'm just missing a little hair here and I only do like 3 or 4 strokes. You need eye cream. It has saved me so much. I feel like it genuinely reduces how tired I look in the morning. This one is from L'Oreal, just basic. It's called Youth Code. And it has this really cooling metallic balls on it, so when you apply it, it has a cooling effect. I think eye cream is so important. Obviously, it's genetics. Obviously, you can't do much about it, and that's just the reality of the situation and something I've learned to accept. But taking care of yourself and your eye bags is the best way to go about it because you're gonna know that you did the best you can. I know that a lot of brown girls have hyperpigmentation and dark spots, so I think that this niacinamide, this one is from Glow Recipe. It's the niacinamide watermelon drops. They're really good. It's called Watermelon Glow Dew Drops. I have the jumbo size because I love it so much and I just think the packaging is so cute. I think that SPF is probably the most important one. This one is from Claudie. This one smells a little bit, so maybe I wouldn't recommend this one. It's not about even tanning or sunburn. This is about evening out your skin tone and evening out how the sun tan will hit your face. So if you go out in the sun a lot, or even if you're just, I don't know, walking to work, you might want to have this on just because when the sun hits your face, it will always tan unevenly, causing this hyperpigmentation, and obviously it's genetics, but this will just enhance that. Last but not least, but girls, this is the most important one. Deodorant. Yes, I'm looking at you. If you are an Indian girl who doesn't wear deodorant and you think we don't smell you, we do. Okay? Okay. I'm gonna be the first one to say it. I haven't heard anyone say it on the internet, but we smell. It's in our genetics. It's something we can control, and just putting perfume on top of it is not going to help. You're just gonna smell like smelly plus perfume. It's not covering it, okay? You need to invest in a deodorant. Even if it's the spray, if that's easy for you, do that. But honestly, the best ones for us is the clear gel applicator, and make sure it's antiperspirant. This is really important because it will stay for a long time, whereas the spray ones don't, and I don't think they really combat the true Indian BO smell. And make sure to get one that is clear because you don't want it going on your black clothes, you don't want it getting on your clothes, because I think that will steer you away from deodorant when really you need to learn to love a deodorant. That's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys buy something. Let me know if you do. Let me know if you want me to make more brown girl or Indian videos because I'm happy to do that. Okay, bye.